Hey everyone, so today's video I'm going to focus on sharing about being hacked on my YouTube channel and what I did to recover it. So if you go onto YouTube, if you happen to have your channel hacked and you go onto YouTube and you're trying to figure out how to navigate it and get it recovered fast, all the videos that are shared are pretty lengthy and I just feel like we need the cliff notes so that we can just get to business and get our stuff done. So the first things first is if your channel is hacked, so my Gmail, my Google, and my YouTube channel are hacked. You know, those are kind of intertwined and connected. Google has a list of recommendations of what to do to help you recover it. That recommendation is useless in my opinion, and it is not fast, and it's actually it's not user-friendly in my opinion. What you are recommended to do is to go on Twitter and tag at Team YouTube, hey, my channel has been hacked, I need help. And then they will contact you back. And I was like, seriously, Twitter? Like, okay. I did not have a Twitter account, so I had to create one. It really wasn't that hard to do. So that's the first thing. And then you wait for them to contact you and they give you the next steps to happen. You can be waiting for hours, which is one thing. A lot of the videos that I had seen on what to do was like, oh, they contacted me within a few minutes. That was not what happened to me. And I don't know if that's just because I had a new Twitter account, so it took them a long time to see it because I don't have any followers or anything like that. I have no idea. But that's the first thing, okay? Once you get through that, the first thing that they recommend that you do is to go through those Google guidelines. And I said, I already did that. It did not help. And so I had to wait hours again for them to tell me what to do. What you are waiting for is a form for you to fill out on information of what happened. Okay, so you fill this out. What ends up turning to, they send you an email to a recovery email address, and then there's other steps that you have to do, okay? So to kind of prevent some of this from happening and being a little bit easier for you, I've got some recommendations, okay? Is first, have a secondary email address already set up. Know your passwords. I had to set up another email address. I actually do have a secondary email address, but it was not working sending it to that. So that also added to my timeline. But having like a recovery email address is very beneficial. The other thing is you need information about your channel. They wanted my channel's URL code, which is very long. They don't want your customized URL. So like mine is youtube.com/fieldsfulhouse. They don't want that. They want the actual URL. So you need to know that. So I'm going to make a file that has this information in it. The other information that they needed was your AdSense account, which again is another set of numbers that is beneficial. Like you have to have this information. And again, it wasn't readily available, but I was able to get everything that I needed, obviously because my channel's up and running again. So having, I think, all of this stuff, I was able to access my stuff pretty fast and find the information that I needed. But I think going forward, having a set file with all this information would be just a stress relief as far as knowing that you have it. So your URL, your AdSense account, they wanted the IP address and they wanted to know like your location, what devices you're using and all of that. And I think it's just to obviously solidify that you are who you are working on your channel at that address. Having your two-step verification set up. Now I did have that set up and the hackers did get through it, but rechecking those things, and Nathan just reset it up with me being back in. I think he added 3 or 4. So just having all of those things in. Now, in my opinion, a hacker can still get into anything because this is what they are trained to do, but having as many roadblocks to block them is helpful. So I said all that fast, but again, whenever I was searching, there was long videos and I'm fast forwarding, I just need the cliff notes, okay? So if your channel is hacked, the first step that you need to do is to go on Twitter and tag at Team YouTube and say, hey, my channel has been hacked. Wait for them. Then they give you the forms that you need. So you need your channel URL, you need your IP address, just all this information. And they honestly were very helpful in responding. It just took them a long time. Like some of the things I could have been talking to like a computer generated thing. I really don't know. Sometimes I really felt like it was a person because they were more personable than, you know, just standard information. And if I asked a question, so actually one of the first things that they had me do did not work at all. I couldn't get in. And they were like, okay, that's okay. We have another step. So one thing is they seem to be on top of it. It just takes time. And all in all, it took about 2.5 days for my channel to get recovered. So I hope that that is helpful for, unfortunately, anybody else who has gone through something like this. It is very frustrating and overwhelming and time consuming, but just try to take a deep breath and just follow the steps and things should be, you know, recovered. So I hope that is helpful to anybody who may need it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see y'all in the next video.